There are a variety of fun and free ways that you could actually enjoy Disney World in Florida without having to be a paid guest at a hotel or have park tickets. In this video, I'm going to go through some of those ways and also some of the things that you can actually explore for free or minimal cost. The Disney World Ticket and Transportation Center is the hub of transportation for Disney World that allows you to get buses, monorails, and ferry boats to different locations in Disney World. Guests can park there without needing to pay for theme park tickets or dining reservations. Alternatively, another thing you could do is park at Disney Springs, which is Disney World's outdoor entertainment and shopping center. It's a pretty big place, a lot of fun there as well. And the parking is free for the standard parking. But from there, like in Disney TTC, you can use that as your transportation hub to get into certain parts of Disney World. And then you can undertake fun activities like resort hopping. Resort hopping is a fun activity where you visit multiple Disney resorts in one day without actually staying at them. It's a great way to explore the unique themes, dining options, and amenities that each resort has to offer. Resort hopping is actually an activity that I often do even if I'm staying at a Disney World resort, because it gives me an opportunity to explore and discover new areas of Disney World, new resorts in particular that are not cheap to stay at. So it's nice to have an opportunity to explore them in person and at my own pace to see what resorts I might want to consider for a future vacation. Depending on the time of year that you actually go, you might be fortunate enough to visit Disney World during the holidays, and this is a great way to explore the decorations that the different resorts have to offer, which is truly amazing. And there was a time where I didn't really understand the magnitude of the festive decorations that Disney World has to offer in their resorts for the various holidays, Christmas being a huge one, but even other ones that are the smaller holidays like Halloween and stuff like that. They can be a lot of fun in the resorts themselves. The theming of the regular Disney World experience layered on top with the holidays is a great thing that should not be missed if you're considering going to Disney World. The decorations for the holidays, even though it's a pricey time of the year to stay at Disney World, it's still, if you can afford to do it, may be worth considering because of how nicely themed Disney World decorates its resorts for the holidays. And each resort has its own unique flavor of how they do it, and it gives you a different experience depending on the resort that you go to, and it's all subjective. They're all good in their own way. So I encourage you to resort hop and visit the different resorts to get an idea of what it would be like if you stayed there in a future vacation, or maybe just return to visit it with some other family or friends that you think would appreciate that type of experience. Another reason that you might want to consider resort hopping is to check out the different restaurants that are available at the various Disney resorts. And there's a wide variety and many selections to choose from when you go to Disney World. So it's nice to be able to preview them in a way by exploring and traveling around and kind of discovering what those restaurants are, what they're like, what the mood and ambiance is, and just the overall setting. And this can be not only the restaurants, but don't forget the more affordable options like grab-and-go places, quick service spots, and even food courts are all things that you shouldn't overlook and definitely should be part of the reason that you should resort hop to check those places out. That may be a big consideration in the selection of your next Disney resort to see what the food options are like. Also, don't forget that you might be able to get a meal in this experience of resort hopping, because if you find something that doesn't require a reservation, because you're probably not going to have one, then you can still pretend that you're kind of staying at Disney World and enjoying a nice meal at a Disney World resort restaurant, or maybe even just like a food court or a quick service spot. This is a great way to temporarily get some Disney vibes, even though you're not actually a paying guest. So check out some of these restaurants at Disney World when you're resort hopping. Don't overlook that aspect of it. That could be a major consideration in your selection of your future Disney resort for your next vacation. Another awesome thing that you can do at Disney World is to see animals for free, roaming around in a Savanna-like atmosphere outdoors at the Disney Animal Kingdom Lodge. And guess what? You do not have to pay to be a guest at Animal Kingdom Lodge. Like I said before, if you park at places like, for example, Disney Springs, you can take a Disney World complimentary bus that will take you to a variety of resorts, including Animal Kingdom Lodge. And there you can walk around the lobby and go towards the back, towards the Savanna area. You can just ask somebody where that is, and you'll be able to see the animals roaming around there. And that's a nice, fun activity, including you'll be able to explore the beautifully themed resort of Animal Kingdom and see all the nice decorations that they have and all those culturally influenced art pieces that they have. It's really a nice place. Animal Kingdom Lodge is one of my favorite places. And don't forget that if you have a dining reservation and you actually are eating at a restaurant in one of these resorts, oftentimes you don't have to pay as long as you show a security guard your dining reservation, and you can go right to the resort in your car. And one of the most famous free activities that you can do in Disney World is to ride the monorail. You can do this for free by parking at Disney Springs and taking a bus to one of the monorail resort hotels, such as Contemporary Resort, Grand Floridian, and the Polynesian Resort. The Contemporary Resort is the one that I would choose, but they're all good and they all can land you right at the spot where you can continue on with the monorail and go around the different resorts. And that's awesome, because then you can visit those hotel resorts that I mentioned, which are incredibly well themed. They are very expensive resorts, some of the most expensive on Disney property, but you can visit them for free and also ride that monorail and get amazing views of the landscaping and even take in the awesomeness of the Contemporary Resort and how the monorail goes into and inside the Contemporary Resort and then comes out the other side. It's really, really nice. If you've never done it before, or if you're bringing people with you that have never been to Disney World, they're going to get a kick out of riding that monorail loop and seeing everything from the windows, from the inside. It's a lot of fun. It's not just transportation. It's almost like a ride onto itself. And yes, you could do it for free. If you want to pay $30 for parking at the Disney TTC, the Ticket and Transportation Center, you can just park there for $30 a day, and you could just take the monorail from there, and then you're off to the races that way as well. So it just depends on what you want to do. If you go Disney Springs route, you got to take a bus to one of the monorail resorts, and then from there you can take the monorail. So anyway, guys, hopefully I reminded you about some cool, free, fun things you can do at Disney World. And until the next time, guys, thank you again for watching, and I will see you in the next one.